Kids will be kids.
Thank goodness it's just alcohol.
Drinking is just a rite of passage of growing up.
Oftentimes, this is what we hear from adults when they talk about underage drinking. Oftentimes, adults think that if they provide that safe place for kids to drink and take their keys, they are doing the right thing. On July 6, 2012, my friend Allison left her home in West Fargo, North Dakota with her husband and her 18-month-old daughter. They were headed to Bismarck for a family reunion. About a week before, she had posted on Facebook that they were expecting another baby. Approximately the same time, a 29-year-old man left a bar after drinking for 2 to 3 hours. He stopped at a rest area and soon started back on Interstate 94. Unfortunately, getting back on the interstate was the act that altered so many lives forever. Somehow, after stopping at the rest area, he got turned around and entered back on the road, heading in the wrong direction. Less than a mile down the road, they were all dead. Their death was the result of a head-on collision with a driver who had a BAC of .25.
The driver of the vehicle going the wrong way had a history of drinking offenses along with driving offenses, underage consumption charges, DUIs, driving without insurance, driving without a license, all within 29 years, and it all started when he started drinking under the age of 21.
Kids who drink before the age of 21 are more likely to face a multitude of issues, including
risky sexual behavior, including unwanted, unintended, and unprotected sexual behavior, and sex with multiple partners. Such behavior increases the risk for unplanned pregnancy and for contracting sexually transmitted diseases.
It increases the risk of physical and sexual assault.
It is associated with academic failure.
It is associated with illicit drug use.
It is associated with tobacco use.
It can cause a range of physical consequences, from hangovers to death from alcohol poisoning.
It can cause alterations in the structure and function of the developing brain, which continues to mature into the mid to late 20s, and may have consequences reaching far beyond adolescence.
It creates secondhand effects that can put others at risk. Loud and unruly behavior, property destruction, unintentional injuries, violence, and even death because of underage alcohol use afflict innocent parties. For example, about 45% of people who die in crashes involving a drinking driver under the age of 21 are people other than the driver. Such secondhand effects often strike at random, making underage alcohol use truly everybody's problem.
Kids who drink underage may get up the day after and continue on with their lives, but they may not. Kids who drink underage may get up every day until they are 29 years old before something goes horribly wrong, or they may not. Kids who drink underage may get up every day for the rest of their lives and may never face a challenge, or they may not. How much of a chance are you willing to take?
I used to talk to one of my closest friends, the sister of the woman that died, about what we were doing that weekend, or what our kids were into, or complaining about the money our husbands spent on hunting. Within the past 6 months, we have changed those conversations. We talked about whether or not the baby should be buried in the same coffin as her mom. We talked about how her family was going to survive their first Christmas without her sister and family. We talked about when the new baby was supposed to arrive. We talked about how to handle what should have been that little girl's second birthday. My car is now full of all the hand-me-down clothes meant for a little girl that never saw her second birthday.
Kids will be kids.
Thank goodness it's just alcohol.
Drinking is just a rite of passage of growing up.
I think I will still hear these statements from adults when they talk about underage drinking, but now I have something to say back to them. Maybe kids will be kids, and it is just alcohol, but nobody deserved the right to grow up more than an 18-month-old little girl riding in a car to a family reunion with her pregnant mom and dad. She just wanted to see her grandma and grandpa. It all starts with us. Take a stand. Underage drinking should not be acceptable. Underage drinking is not safe. Don't provide. Taking their keys tonight won't keep them safe tomorrow.
This message was brought to you by the Aliive-Roberts County Youth Council.